Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the No Laying Up preview show presented by the DraftKings Sportsbook. DJ Pajowski here, joined by Solly. Solly, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Big Randy looking very studious with his blue light glasses on. Always love to see that.
Good evening. Thank you.
There's actually no lenses in those things.
There's no lenses. No, you could Three Stooges him if you want. TC, how are you, man?
I'm great. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you as well, although probably Tuesday when you're watching this. So we're going to do something a little different this week. It's a bit of a season preview. You might be saying, DJ, oh my gosh, the season's been going on for months and months and months and weeks and months and months.
Is there even a beginning?
To that, I would say I do not care. The season feels like it starts this week at Torrey Pines.
Many people are saying the season's been going on for years.
Years.
Because of the super season.
It's never stopped. The super season is heating up from all the commercials I've seen.
Well, when we game planned this to do the preview, it was the cat week. When the cat comes back is the start of the season. And spoiler alert, the cat's not playing this week.
When the cat comes back domestically.
Yes.
Exactly.
In the years past,
He's dabbled a little bit with the Abu Dhabis and the Dubais but am I wrong in saying that? Maybe we're just getting older, but in my day, the start of the season was Torrey Pines, right?
The real start, of course. You get a little glimpse and a little shimmer every now and again. Hawaii and
First network TV week.
the Bob Hope's like, oh yeah, God, I forgot about the Bob Hope. Torrey's next week.
Yeah, I feel like the real ones are watching the Bob Hope and the Sony and those things, but I
and the
feel
Diamond
like
Resorts.
and the Diamond Resorts. But I feel like when we get to network TV, SZN, the whales start showing up in Southern California. That's how you know it's real. So with that being said, where do we want to start here? Do we want to start with a little recap? Where's everybody at?
We can do a little bit of that. A lot of people have been asking about the pouch of misery,
Many people have been asking.
which is officially here. You'll be hearing from Mr. Miserable shortly after the only gentleman who's not here with us right now.
Jean Valjean.
Who will be pulling from the pouch of misery, which is Randy. You want to go over the rules because I'm confused every time we talk about it. But
Prisoner 24609.
Sure.
Neil Schuster.
The rules are simple. If you go 0 for 5, if you miss every bet in any given week, you are eligible to pull from the pouch of misery.
But Randy, what if 2 people go 0 for 5? What if 3 people go 0 for 5?
Then we default for the tiebreaker. Whoever is in the worst position in the overall season standings, they alone have to draw from the pouch of misery.
And what kind of things are in the pouch of misery?
Oh my gosh, I'm glad you asked. We
don't even know, right? Neil just I don't know why I asked you that question.
I would rather it be a surprise.
Yeah. Neil just put a bunch of stuff in there. So
the 4 of us don't really know.
Yeah,
so
we don't really know.
Truly, you don't know what you're pulling out.
And he's ordered some stuff to the house that's not here yet. That's going to be involved there. Yeah, there's props involved here.
And one thing we want to get out in front of is, a point you raised last night, which is, well, why can't I just pick Dustin Johnson to make the cut every week? To which I would say you can do that, but that's lame. So don't do that.
You're a scumbag.
And if anybody's making lame picks, I would expect them to just get excoriated on the World Wide Web. I hope so.
This reminds me of when we had the bet, where the winner of Tourist season was going to have to caddy for, everyone was going to caddy for the winner in one round. And TC just said something like, yeah, but what if somebody pulls that card at like Pinehurst? And Neil was like, you're the only one that's thinking of that because you're the only one that would do that to somebody.
I caddied at Pinehurst.
You did.
That's true.
On number 4.
Wow.
You volunteered for that.
How the turntables turned on that one. All right, we're going to get to Torrey Pines on the back half of this. Before we do, we said it's a season preview. We worked with the homies at DraftKings. They said, what markets would you guys like to see, for a season-long race? We're having our own season-long race here. So we threw some ideas out to them, some of which they said there's no way we could possibly do that. A lot of which they said, that sounds like a great idea. We'll get some odds made up for you, and we'll get some of those markets stood up. So they did that, and I think we're going to work those into our picks. So if you go to the DraftKings Sportsbook, you go to the golf futures, there should be a little no laying up section. All kinds of fun things. How many times will Tony Finau win? What's Jordan Spieth's world ranking going to be? What's the cat going to do? What's Phil going to do? What's Xander going to do? I think that was for Neil.
I wouldn't call the speed thing fun. I think it was more depressing to kind of look at that.
I'm waiting for Randy to try to middle it on the speed thing because there's all sorts of thresholds going on.
If you're bullish on Spieth, man, it's a sweepstakes.
It's true. You could truly clean up it. Which, the odds makers are usually pretty dialed, so that doesn't leave me feeling great about how I'm feeling. But that's neither here nor there. Who's in the lead right now? Does anybody even know?
What did you do last week?
I was up like 40.
So I think TC is going to be in the lead.
Well, in that case, TC, I would love if you would lead us off.
Yeah. So I just want to say one thing. We are not. There's only 3 majors this year. Because Torrey Pines doesn't count.
We're recognizing it this week, but that's it.
We're not recognizing it as a U.S. Open venue.
I forgot about this bit. That's a good reminder.
It's not a good course. Anyway.
But for legal reasons, if you pick someone to win a major and they win at Torrey Pines, I think that will count.
I'll start us off. Leash plus 10,000 to win the Masters.
Oh my!
For 10 units.
Whoa!
That's
I
provocative.
thought that was insulting, and I'm going to put my foot in the ground and say we're not doing that.
We're not.
Jumped off the page at him.
We're not doing that. I should have said this up front. For these season-long bets, we're going to do the same rules we do every week. Everyone gets another 100 points and another 5 bets to use. So that's your first one. What'd you say? 10 points on that?
10 points. 10 points.
That's a big swing to start off. That's
Next,
a punch in the
I'm
face.
going 2 plays for Kiowa. They're exclusive of one another. So the first, Sungjae plus 5,000 to win for 10 units.
Wow. Your favorite ball striker's favorite ball striker.
And Joaquin plus 6,600 to win for 10 units.
Joaquin.
Yo, King.
Joe Keen.
I like both of their ball flights. I like their ball striking. I don't know. I just got a feeling.
TC, what if the wind doesn't blow?
I thought about
That
that.
could be crowning.
DJ he's like plus 188 to win a major.
Home
this
game
year.
matrix is
And then-
freaking out about DJ going to Kiowa.
And then plus 1,000. So it's like, it's not very good odds.
yeah.
So I wanted a little bit of upside there. And then my fourth play is Ron J. Ham, aka John Rahm, plus 1,200 to win the British Open
UK British Open.
You're getting
Yeah.
very specific on these.
for,
It's interesting.
for 20
They're
units.
targeted strikes.
They're targeted strikes.
And then for my last one, I got to make a split decision here. I'm between Spieth, top 75
A lot of different ways I could go with this.
for
This is a bad week because we don't run out the clock. TC can run out the clock on us.
Phil to win the
Spieth, top
Masters.
75, yes, for plus 100, or
Top
Tony-
75 in the world, you're saying?
yes, on like September 6th, I think, after the Tour Championship, or Tony Finau plus 110 over 0.5 wins between now and the end of the season. I don't know. I'm kind of
Well, let me just tell you, we don't care which one you pick. so I would say just pick one.
Finau's plus 550 over 1.5 wins for the remainder.
no.
of
I
the
said over 0.5.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's 2 different lines on
Gotcha.
there. I think he's going to win once. I don't think he's going to win twice. I think he's going to win at Phoenix. But I don't want to sweat that one out. I'll go Spieth. I want something to root for. Spieth, top 75. I feel like there's a top 75, there's a top 50, and there's a top 30 in here.
And there's an outside the top 100.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be
The bleaks.
cautiously optimistic. Top 75. I think he's in the 80s right now. So, but we're doing that for 50 units.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I mean, I already did 4 plays.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't put 2 and 2 together there. What are the odds on that one?
Plus 100.
Okay.
Here we go.
Could be a nice windfall for you at the end of the year. TC, thank you. Randy, what do you got?
Spieth right now is currently 91st in the world as of recording this. So much closer to outside the top 100 than he is to even being in the top 75.
Hate that.
That's tough.
You guys are forgetting he can show up at Augusta and pull a rabbit out of a hat.
You know, God, it's going to be like
That's
the
what-
Phil thing they've been saying for 20 years.
Nobody has forgot that. We wake up every morning thinking about
No,
the fact
that's-
that could happen.
That's the thing that
Something
pisses
just
me
happens
off.
when he goes down that driveway.
That's what pissed me off about the leash odds.
He does play well there.
as well there.
Spieth is plus 5,000 and leash is plus 10,000. And come on.
Well,
Randy, what do you got?
Well,
I would say Spieth has had more success there than Leash. Leash has had some nice rounds for sure.
Yeah, but leash isn't in the freaking wilderness.
Well, he was recently. Well, listen, we could take that offline. I think it's a great bet. I like the Leash at Augusta one.
All right, my plays. I'm fully in the twisted, demented mind of the NLU custom lines. So big shout out for DK for putting those together. Let's start with Spieth. TC, I'm with you. I want something to root for. We're not going to get out over our skis. We're taking Spieth just to stay in the top 75
Just a little taste.
of the OWGR.
Just
Okay?
find a little bit.
Just find a little bit.
Listen, there's a lot
We're
of
gonna
golfers in
make
the
up-
world.
we're gonna
Top
praise-
75 is a big ask.
Praise just a little bit of progress this year. We're putting 40 nuggies on that at plus 100. All right. TC, I'm thrilled to hear you say Sung J.M. To win at Kiowa. I have Sung J.M. to win any major this year, plus 750.
Yeah.
I'm putting 15 nuggies on that. Really like this one. I think this is the one I sent to DraftKings, so I had to play it. Who will win first? Next win between Matthew Wolff, Colin Morikawa, or Victor Hovland? I'm taking Wolff plus 275.
You went for the odds there.
I know, it's just too good. You know, it's almost 3-1, right?
It would have been sick if they threw Finau and Ricky into that too.
Yeah.
We might have to effort that for a mid-year update.
So that Wolff is plus 275, putting 20 nuggies on that. We're coming back. I think Brooks is going to win a major this year. I think we may have forgotten about Brooks. I think
Just
Brooks
fired
may
his
have
swing
forgotten
coach.
about Brooks.
Just fired a swing coach today.
Maybe a little motivation. Who
Also,
knows?
Bubba's life coach, which people forget
Oh
about.
yeah, I forgot.
No,
about
he
that.
fired him a couple months ago,
Just now public.
but just now public.
Interesting.
Very important distinction. Fake news media fake news golf media asleep at the wheel right now.
Is that a TC exclusive?
No, straight up nobody asked him even one question about it during this whole time.
Well,
Okay.
the odds for him to win any major are plus 450. Okay, I'm going to put 15 nuggies on there. And my last play, God,
Plus
TC, I'm
450.
going to be rooting for this like crazy.
I don't like that, Randy.
I think he's in full. I think he might win one.
Now I'm convinced.
I hadn't thought
you
about
say
it like that.
so.
Yeah.
Phil, over under 0.5 wins.
Oh my God.
If you're going anything,
Which way you guys think I'm going?
On what tour? On the PGA
That-
Tour?
now that's a provocative question. That is,
I'm going to guess it's PGA Tour.
I'm going to guess it's PGA, and I'm taking, of course, he's going to win this year. He's going to win the U.S.
He just
Open.
looks so good right now.
But in
He's gonna
case-
win the U.S. Open. He's not even in the U.S. Open.
He just made 18 pars in a round. Like, if that doesn't portend a U.S. Open victory, finally, first time in his career.
I
Okay.
hate seeing you flush this money down the
No.
toilet.
We're in a whole new world now. It's only plus 400 for him to win at least once this year. And I'm going to put 10 nuggies on it.
He took that personal.
I'm starting to see with a lot of those bets, with a lot of my own bets, I'm seeing how these gambling houses make money. They pull right on people's heartstrings, man. There's a lot of bets on here that I'm like, man, I just want to root for that. Come on.
I'm a big hedge your happiness kind of guy.
Exactly.
So I'm going to do a little bit of that. The Jordan Spieth world ranking over under 80.5 is what they gave us. I'm putting 25 nuggets on over. If he has a great year and is under, then we can all cheer and be happy about it. But just kind of looking at that T3 at the PGA Championship is going to slowly fall off as the year goes along, and by the time we get to the end of the year, that'll be worth 0. So he's going to need some really good finishes to get back inside that top 80. So
Tough divisor.
Yeah. It's going to get worse before it's going to get better, maybe.
You're a
but-
hater. God, you're hating.
huge hater. never supported Spieth at any point. For the record, I'm not jumping off the bandwagon. I will still root for him, but just the numbers aren't really.
once you're off, you're off, man.
No. I'm being drugged from behind. I'm hitting every log on the railroad.
This is the most literal example of put your money where your mouth is.
Well, let me ask you
that
this.
I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah,
And
I'm
you're
doing the opposite.
deciding to put your money elsewhere.
I'm so bad at betting though. So
Oh, that's interesting,
right?
I didn't think about that. He has
Exactly.
sucked at this. So
You
if
should do a pure Costanza play one of these weeks.
that's what we say. Just
pick-
doing the opposite.
Yeah. Pick 5 earnestly, and then just make yourself pick the other side.
That's pretty much how I do this. Now I'm so confused. I don't know what I actually like and what I don't like because I'm trying to pick the opposite of what I like. Bryson to win a major is plus 250. I'm putting 25 nuggets on that. I think he's going to win a major this
I
year.
think he is too.
That feels a lot more attractive to me than Brooks at plus 450.
Yeah. Tony Finau, this was made for me. Now this is putting my money where my mouth is. All right. We're going to ease in 20 nuggets for him to win a tournament this year. Over 0.5 wins, plus 110, 20 nuggets on that. We're
You're
taking it.
only going 0.5?
Just relax,
All right.
TC. Just relax.
He's going to cash that one when he wins the shark shootout or something.
Ooh,
Try
that's
to-
a good
try to
question.
claim some
That's
technicality.
after September 6th.
Also,
I want to congratulate you on your braveness for picking a top 20 player in the world to win once this year.
can you let me get to the next one? Because that's the safe one. I'm going Tony Finau over 1.5 wins, 20 more nuggets at plus 550. How you like those apples, Randy?
Listen, I hope it happens. No one would be rooting harder than me and Randy.
He might win 5 times for all we know.
He might.
I mean, not.
He
Probably
might,
no, probably won't.
The Earth might get hit by an asteroid too. Who knows?
By the
Is it no bet if that happens?
No bet.
Okay.
No bet.
Final one. Tommy Fleetwood to win the U.S. Open at Torrey Pines. 10 nuggets plus 3,300.
was this another hedge your happiness?
Again, I'm confused. I don't know what I'm actually picking in terms of my happiness or what I actually think. But
Nobody loves Fleetwood more than me, except maybe Tron.
Yeah, I love Fleetwood, but I'm in a recovery program.
It's tough, man. It's not good. It's not good. It was not good at Abu Dhabi yesterday. I know that's, we talked about that on the podcast a little bit, but I would love to see something from Fleetwood because it's been a lot of moonwalking.
He's got
on Sundays.
some mini rib tendencies. Right now.
Very much.
But like not in the win 5 majors sort of way.
Right.
Well, in like the last 5 years of the
Like
rib.
the post rib.
Yeah.
The postmodern rib.
Posthumous rib.
the Pomo rib.
When the rib left the garden. He got expelled from the garden.
Going back to guys that have left the garden, I just want to point out Mickelson is plus 16,000 to win this week at Torrey Pines.
He was plus 100 to make the cut.
So, you still feeling great?
I got all year. Well, at least till
true.
September, I guess.
Why don't you bring us home, DJ?
Sure. So I just wanted to divide these equally. 5 bets, 20 nuggets each. I was,
Equitable stroke control.
I was blown away by watching Tyrrell Hatton in Abu Dhabi. I don't know what it was that struck me so hard, but watching him at Bay Hill, watching him at Abu Dhabi, like he is a super world-class player. So
Thrilled and delighted.
I am. So I got him plus 500 to win any major. I'm going to back that up plus 2,200 to win the PGA specifically.
Wow.
I think he might be our guy at Kiowa. I don't love the odds, but I've been on this train for so long that I'm going Bryson plus 800 to win the Masters. I think
Par 65,
it's
right?
par 65 for him. He's
Par 68. What did he
he's
say?
gonna weigh. Who
67.
knows what? He's probably I think he's got the frontal lobe problem figured out. I think we're gonna be dialed. Randy, I'm on your block as well with the Wolf Hovland Morikawa situation. Plus 275. Wolf's been
good.
great, man.
Yeah,
He's been
of course.
absolutely knocking on the door, as is Morikawa, but it's
sure.
neither here nor there. And then the last one, much like your Phil bet, I mean, Jordan Spieth to win an event.
Hell yeah.
Plus 200. If you put a gun to my head right now, do I think that's going to happen? It's not trending in the right direction, but listen, if I'm not putting my money there, then what am I doing? Why am I even tuning in?
Imagine how fun it would be if he did.
God, it'd be the best thing that can happen.
God,
this
we're going
year.
to be all over you outside the top 100.
He still might be outside the top 100.
All right, so those are kind of our season-long stuff that we'll keep an eye on those. We'll truly monitor the situations as they develop all year.
The situation will be fluid.
Exactly. Before we transition into Torrey Pines this week, let's throw it to Neil, who, of course, has pulled from the pouch of misery. I believe he's already got his punishment dialed. So we'll see that, and then we'll let him kick us off with Torrey Pines as well.
All right, listen, 0 for 5, tough week last week. We paid our debt, but the Jax Beach Beluga is back. Not really any whales this week. We're just trying to get on the board. So we've got an Aussie foursome and a winner pick. So in honor of our guy Cam Smith, we're going Cam Smith 20 nuggets plus 600. We're going Leash and, of course, Maddie on the bag, top 10 plus 450. Obviously a comfy spot for Leash. We're going Jason Day, plus 400, top 10, 20 nuggets on each of these, 20 nuggets. And then Cam Davis, good week last week. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going. Plus 700, top 10, 20 nuggets, and a winner pick. Xander, the models are telling Randy, they're telling me that it's a home game for Xander. I think he's going to break through. I mean, he's creeping up on some Finau territory. But Xander to win, 20 nuggets plus 1,200. Those are the picks this week. I'm sticking with them. I'm getting out of the pouch of misery. I'm going straight to the top, baby. I need these guys down under to take me up top. Let's go launch them. All right, we've changed up the location, a little different location-ish. Still got my guy Spider-Man up here. Season-long future bets. I like my chances. This is where the Jax Beach Beluga makes hay. We've got first custom NLU bet over 1.5 wins for Xander Schauffele this year. I think if he breaks through once, he's going to win multiple times. Plus 350, got 20 nuggies there. We've got the over on Mickelson, 0.5 wins this year. I think Lefty finds it for a week and keeps the driver on the planet. I'm riding with Randy on that one. Plus 400, 20 nuggies there. We've got Matthew Wolff to be the next to win between Hovland, Morikawa, and Wolff, plus 275, 20 nuggies there. It's a bit of a flyer. I don't really have any reason for it. Patrick Cantlay to win a major. Yes. Plus 500, 20 nuggies on that. I just think Treadstone, the operation is unstoppable. And I think Cantlay's just he's gonna show up in a major this year and win one. He's too good not to. And then yes, to Lord T-Rail Hatton, plus 500, winning a major this year, 20 nuggies on that. I think I'm picking guys I want to root for here, which I'm excited about. I think Cantlay and Hatton, love it when they're in the mix coming down the stretch. One's a cold-blooded killer with no emotions. The other has too much emotion. So I love these futures. Can't wait to see how it shakes out. Like my chances. There you have it.
Neil, thank you for that. Thank you for your bravery in dipping into the pouch of misery. I know it's a lonely road to walk, but yeah, thank you for doing that, Neil. That's a great start. Torrey Pines, what do we know? What are we thinking? What do we care about? And Dubai as well. The Omega Dubai Desert Classic, I believe, on the Euro Tour, that European tour.
Torrey hang gliders, right? First thing you think about.
First thing.
Being furious of like, but golf is back, and then realizing by 4:30 on Saturday afternoon, like, no. But
First,
It's the first event with a new executive producer.
very cautiously optimistic with the new producer.
Yeah. So
Not optimistic.
specifically, I meant the golf course. What
they're playing both of the courses.
north and the south. Total bomber's paradise, right? Allegedly, that's what they say. Hit it far, find it in the thick rough, and hit it again.
This is where the U.S. Open will be. So I'm curious, are
It's not the U.S. Open.
they going to give them a little taste of that rough, or is it is it going to be mowed down?
Well, we'll see. I think it's kind of a file it away situation, right? I of course watched a ton of the 2008 U.S. Open. I can't say I really retained a ton about how the golf course played, but we'll get to see, and it's always a thrill to see. We saw it at Pebble Beach a couple years ago, but the difference between a PGA Tour setup and a USGA setup.
One thing I always struggle with is, like, I can't get it out of my head Brandt Snedeker playing really, really well here. Or like I like Leash isn't a bomber, but I mean Leash hit like -5 fairways in the final round last year and managed to win.
God,
like
that was a triumphant round.
There's some, like, I feel like there's some versatility, there's some variety there where, like, yeah, you're probably gonna play well, or you're predisposed to playing well if you're a bomber, but you don't have to be a bomber if you putt it really well, right?
I think that's right.
It for whatever reason, the Data Golf Tools says the Torrey Pines, the relative importance of putting is enormous. So Snedeker being able to putt the Polo Greens would help explain some of that.
I'm told he has a pop stroke.
Can you confirm that, Randy?
I hear the Polo Greens get a little bumpy late in the day.
Sure, of course.
Something to keep an eye on.
Should we reverse the order?
Sure.
You want me to kick it off?
Sure.
All right. Well, I'm going to start in Dubai. I've got one play in Dubai. I'm going to go back to another European Tour parlay, despite the fact that I got boned up by my guy Wilco last week. That
You
was
could have seen that one coming.
I know that was a tough one to see coming, but I got this is kind of Tron style. I've got a three head-to-head matchups. We're going to parlay all of those. Matt, don't call me Mike Wallace over Christian Bezuidenhout. I'm gonna give Fleetwood another shot. He's just got to beat little Matt Fitzpatrick. Come on, I think we could do that. And I hate this as I'm saying it out loud. I don't know why I'm betting on Paul Casey. I never like watching Paul Casey, but he's matched up against Sergio. Sergio feels very, who knows what you're gonna get from him. Casey's been playing nice, so we'll parlay all of those. That's gonna be plus 592. I'll put 30 on that. Over to the Farmers. We knew he was all in last year. I think that kind of speaks for itself going into 2021. So Jason Kokrak talk about, just bombing it and finding it and hitting it again.
Did he buy back in?
We're going to find, I think that's the question that's on everybody's mind this week. So we're going to find out if he bought back in, hopefully top 20. All we're looking for is a top 20, plus 250. We'll put 25 nuggets on that. I hate myself, so I'm going to go with Jordan Spieth, top 20 plus 750. He hasn't played since the Masters. I think it's a horrible golf course for him. It's just, but whatever, man.
We're going to wheel the ball into the hole.
We got to keep shooting.
He's going to make so many bogeys and doubles.
We got to keep shooting, man. Keep shooting. He's plus 750 for a top 20. 10 nuggets on that. We're not getting too far out over our skis. And then my last two plays go to a past champion, someone that has kind of sneaky been playing well. Former world number 1, Jason Day. We both have him. I'm going to throw a flyer on him to win plus 3,500. We'll throw 10 nuggets on that. And then just to simply win Group B plus 400. He was 400 plus 400 for a top 10 and plus 400 for
Group B, very stinky.
Yeah, plus 400 to win Group B. So I'm going to go with him over Group B. Very stinky, as Tron said. We'll put 25 nuggets on that.
I'm
Come
going
on, avoid the bowl of misery.
I want to put something in context real quick. Randy put plus 450 on Brooks to win a major this year. Spieth is plus 750 for a top 20
That's wild.
this week.
That's wild.
Not great.
Not
Fucking
good.
bleak, man.
I'm going back to the well with our guy, Tony Finau. But we are going to make a nice safe bet that we know is safe. We're 30 nuggets on him to top 10 at plus 250.
That's you could cash that now. if you
Right?
want.
He's
That's
going to
fine.
top 10 this
Yeah.
week. This will probably be the week that he wins one. Sung Jae had a decent run in the desert this past week. Plus 800 for a top 5. I'm going to put 10 nuggets on that. Max Homa flirted, obviously, in at the American Express, was tied for the league going to the last round. I feel like he goes on these runs where he does these back-to-back-to-back weeks where he kind of top 10, top 10, top 10. I know he fell out of the top 10 last week, but
Especially on the West Coast.
I love to look at guys that like have a really bad Sunday, look at their odds going into the next week. I remember my Martin Keimer bet in 2014 when he kind of to bed right before the Players, rode him in the Players, and he went out and win it. So Max Homa top 10 plus 1,100, 10 nuggets on that one. Leishman, great success here, and he's been playing some decent golf here in the last month or so. 30 nuggets on him to top 20 at plus 175. Top 20, not too difficult, but I'm riding hard on Leash this week. Charles Held let me down last week, but I'm going back to the well on this West Coast thing. 20 nuggets on him to top 20 at plus 300. There's no way he bombs out 2 weeks in a row on the West Coast. Just that's not the way he operates.
I like it. A lot of conservatism. We does not want to be dipping his hand
Those
into
are
the
all plus odds. I don't want to hear any of that.
That's not what I'm saying. It's just, it's interesting, I think. No winners, no, I like
He's
it.
putting in like a Vanguard 2055.
Yeah, I like it. Let your money work for you.
Yeah.
I'm concerned you might be a week early on Max, but
Who says I'm not going to bet him next week?
okay.
I think you're a week early on Finau.
Who says I'm not going to bet him next week?
Brandy, what do you got?
Oh, of course. I made 5 plays this week as I always do. Let's start with Francesco Molinari.
He's back, baby.
Perhaps you
Holy
haven't seen him
cow.
since the Masters a few years ago.
The
How about the fact that
Molinari
how about the
brother.
fact he lives in San Francisco?
I had literally
Yeah.
this is the first I'm hearing of this.
No, I thought that kind of blew my mind. I loved hearing that.
Pro golfers that live in California just blows my mind how much money you waste in taxes.
How about
doing
him
that.
splitting his time between Italy and San Francisco? It
Especially
sounds
coming from
pretty
Italy where
stress-free.
they just straight
Yeah.
up don't pay taxes.
we could take that offline.
I'd live in San Francisco in a heartbeat.
For sure.
Top 20.
Well, yeah. First of all, yeah. I'm saying for tax purposes.
Top 20. It's getting crowded in the top 20 with
If he
all
hits
these
some of
plays.
these bets, though, he's going to have a lot of.
Oh, that's true.
Money to shelter.
He's plus 275. I'm putting 20 nuggies. He had a good week in the desert. Let's go. One of my favorite props, hole in one. I'm going no this week. There will not be a hole in one. I'm really worried about Torrey North. Okay. It's a little bit more of a pitch and putt, some funnel pins out there. It's plus 120, 15 nuggets. We're coming to Mickelson.
Can I just commend your bravery on that one, man?
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I'm bummed for you that there's no nationality plays out there.
Those are I
Or-
love those
or
and the
collegiate,
college and
yeah.
yes, thank you. Will Mickelson make the cut? I'm going yes, plus
I
100.
was hoping you'd go no.
15 nuggies on that. And guys, you heard it here first. Ricky, I think
Sniffing
he
around?
might be back. He might be back. I have a couple sources telling me some of these swing changes are starting to take hold.
You're not ready to use the F word?
No. He's still trying to plunge, but we've some of the impediment has been
Somebody's
lifted.
going to make a gif of that.
So we got 2 plays involving Ricky this week. One, I got him as a Group F winner. Okay, I think it's a stinky group.
Could that be Group F? Just say it. Group
Now that's an omen, my
complete
friend.
flushers only.
Oh, wow! You just
I'm going to Group F, but I'm going to a different guy. So
Okay.
I got him winning Group F for 30 nuggies. Okay, plus 350. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and then I'm taking them to top 10 at plus 600 for 20 nuggies.
Man.
This is Ricky Fowler week. I think this is going to be the start of a big year for him.
Too many distractions, Farmers Week.
We are farmers.
Come on.
Seen it, covered it. Shout out to J.K. Simmons and the boys.
He doesn't have to host though. You got to remember, California is
true.
strict,
It's locked down.
no spectator, no pro-am.
He's probably going to be doing a bunch of virtual events.
Of course, that's in my
Also,
model.
don't have to tell you. I know
Where's he from?
where he grew up.
Of course, you know,
Southern California
you know
guy, Murrieta. It's not that
We'll
far.
go into your model.
You know my HGF, my home game factor is so finely tuned. Of course, it picks it
I'm
up.
But
confused
no
with
Xander
your,
this week.
I'm confused with your model not picking up on Pat Perez.
Exactly. His dad, is the starter.
Exactly.
Well, listen, the model gets outweighed by certain things. One of those being a bad haircut. So that drops Pat down. Okay. This is all proprietary.
Truly fascinating stuff there. All right, Tron, bring us home.
All right, Randy. Well, you know what? We're going to start it since Group F is top of mind.
I'm fascinated where you're going.
So Group F, we got Corey Connors, Cam Davis, Ricky Fowler, Charles Howell, and Will Zalatoris, all plus 350 to win Group F. I'm going with
It's wild that Ricky's in that group.
Will Zalatoris.
Or won't he? Sorry.
God, you're a moron. I'm parlaying that. I'm going Zalatoris is plus 350, and then I'm going Jason Day along with
Group B.
Group B.
Love that.
Very stinky group.
Who else is in that group?
Yeah, let us have it.
Group B is Hideki, Patrick Reed, Hovland, J Day, Siwoo Kim.
I mean, Siwoo Kim just won.
I could see
What are the
Hovland.
odds he's
I
going to
could-
win again?
I could see Hovland winning this week, but no, I think Jason Day has had previous form at this tournament. Parlaying those both together, plus
Whoa.
2150, putting 20 nuggies on it to win 450.
Whoa.
It's a lot of coin flips to
Yeah.
run off in a row.
Well, I was gonna do like Zalatoris for like a top 10, and then I was like, why don't I just bet him to beat all these dudes?
These clowns.
Sticking with Torrey, we are gonna go with Gary Woodland's been in the wilderness a little bit.
Lost all that weight.
Starting to see a little bit of momentum.
He's pain free now.
Starting to flush it again. Going top 10 for Woodland plus 750. I think this is his kind of course as well. We're going Lucas, and that's 20 units. We're going Lucas Glover, top 20 plus 500
Top 20's getting crowded.
for 20 nuggies. And then just a total hunch play. Tyler McCumber, top 20 plus 1,200 for 20 nuggies. Played well here last year.
He
Played with
decimated the cat.
Yeah.
I would say Tyler McCumber, you have to incorporate what the waves are like down there in San
Exactly.
Diego.
It's kind of a reverse home game, too. It's about as far away from
I think
home
he's
as you
been
can
spent.
get.
Well, he's been spending a lot of time in Colorado.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my models are spitting
That
that out.
changes everything.
And then lastly, I have a God. I was gonna go with Bezadenhood.
All right.
So many
Let's
directions.
go.
I'm doing a parlay, 3-guy parlay. Fitz over Fleetwood plus 110.
I hate that.
Morikawa over Hatton plus 120, and Jordan Smith over Kurt Kitayama plus 110. 20 nuggies at plus 870. Went about 194. That was what paid last week. My guy Beef.
We wish him all the best.
Yeah, he had to withdraw due to the vid. So my my 4-man parlay went down to a 3-man parlay, and it hit though. So that's where we made our money. And everybody else hit the bet. I was so looking forward to my picks last week, and they were terrible.
Why is Morikawa playing in the desert?
Straight cash. don't we?
Cream.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, it's a little weird.
Especially in the,
Seems like
in
a
the U.S. Open year.
Torrey Pines guy,
right?
right?
Get a couple extra reps around Torrey.
Listen, maybe discuss that on the pod.
Going back to Molinari, maybe he already made all of his money and then moved to California.
Could be. Now he
Feel
doesn't
me?
make any money anymore. Doesn't
Exactly.
pay taxes.
Exactly.
That's why I didn't play for like 9 months.
Exactly.
All right, good stuff, fellas. Looking forward to this week. I am looking forward to this week. Farmers is, it can be hit or miss, but usually it's very fun.
It's the beginning of the season.
Beginning of the season, Dubai stuff should be really fun. And I think we got some great season-long things to keep our finger on the pulse of.
I know I'm going to hate myself for not doing a Brant Snedeker play.
I had it and I deleted it too. So
Top 10 is like plus 1,600, which is...
there's got to be a reason. Was my final conclusion. There's got to be a reason for
Form
that.
is
It stinks, right?
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Cheers.